all of the businesses before we even began, continued the inspections or picked those up again. And when we go out for inspections, they're given information like best management practices. I think, I have to think a little bit more about the best way to educate them. I think it's just continued giving them the material to train their staff, especially in restaurants. You have a lot of turnover of staff, so having those kitchen signs posted, making sure that staff are following the best management practices to control their fat, oil, and grease. So, prefer dry wiping of grease versus washing everything down the drain, or having those filters in the sinks. I think just outreach like that. And the Fog BMP software, there's the ability for all of the food service establishments are users in that system. I'd say most of them aren't utilizing it. So maybe some more outreach we can be doing to them to get them in that system, because there are training videos in there for them to use with their employees. So I know a couple of the businesses have done that.
Okay. Oh, that's good. Yeah, because I was just like wondering, like one of the sample that you had, like the pamphlet, and we would tell them, do not do this, do not do this, do not do this. But if I was the employee, I would think, why? Because
Yes.
so and also probably if they haven't realized what's in it for them, why we are implementing this, maybe they may not be able to really like see the impact.
Right.
Why we're introducing this.
Yeah, that's great point. So we do have, I don't know if I think this one, that's an example of the kitchen signage that's available on Fog BMP. And I have printed those out and passed those out when we do inspections, and encourage people to post those up if they don't have versions of their own. And there are, like I mentioned, videos that they can use with their employees. Something else that we do say, especially with the businesses that are having that high level of fog in their traps and interceptors, is that the reason we are doing this is that it doesn't cause that blockage and sanitary sewer overflow, which they could have to pay for if there's any issues. So that sometimes also sticks in their brain that, we need to do this, otherwise it could cost us a lot down the line.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, that's good. That's really a great point too. So that's what I'm always like thinking, like the effective way. I know we've been doing a lot of work educating our community, but then of course there are always those things that we can still improve. Yeah, but thank you. And then I'm also like thinking, what about the option of going to the city council meetings of our member cities about educating about this fog program that we have? Would that be a good idea, like to reach out to the city managers and maybe have you present there in a city council meeting? So at least the more opportunities that we can present this, the more people that we can reach out.
Yeah, certainly we could look into doing something like that.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Kristen.
Yeah.
Yes. And now I'm gonna open it up to the public. If you have any questions for Kristen, the floor is yours now. No. Okay, none. Okay, so public comment is closed. And then, so we will just, no action for this part, right? Like for the new businesses, it's just to receive presentation. Okay, thank you. So moving on, we're gonna have the staff report.
Good morning, board members. So I have two updates for you. First, on the ordinance for titles 1, 4, and 5. I'd like to thank the members for their continued patience while we develop these ordinances. We incorporated some of the comments from Sand City in the red lines, and then we redistributed those to the city managers of each member district. Shortly after we did that, we met with the consultant for our sanitary sewer management plan update, which we are currently performing. That consultant recommended that we perform some additional, write some additional changes to those ordinances. So we contacted the member districts and let them know that we would be providing additional red lines in the near future and asked them to hold off on reviewing the ones that we had previously sent. Staff are going to review the recommended changes from our consultant to incorporate those into the ordinance so that we just do it all at once, and then redistribute those to the city managers of each member district so that they can get comment back to the city, and then we can bring those for a first reading at a future SCSD meeting. The second update is regarding the police department sanitary sewer overflow. We haven't had really any major communications from the city. I think they're still figuring out what's going to happen with their reimbursement, but we are anticipating a letter in the near future, and I just wanted to say that we will be sure to bring that to the board as soon as we get it. So if there are any questions, I can answer those.
Go ahead, Chair.
Okay, I don't have any other questions, so the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you. I was just reviewing the agenda, and I didn't see anything about the weighted vote in here. And so that's why I asked about the minutes, where the minutes were correct. And so when I read the minutes, it said that the chair requested that staff provide a written justification in the April agenda packet addressing key factors such as governance impact, legal basis, supporting data, rather than submitting the same material. So I'm wondering why you guys didn't submit the information about the weighted vote.
Of course, thank you. So after the last SCSD meeting, SCSD staff spoke with City of Seaside, specifically the City Council for the City of Seaside, who said that Seaside would not be bringing the weighted vote to the next SCSD meeting, and that we were waiting for further direction or requests from the city before SCSD staff brought that forward.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Any other questions from our staff? None? Okay, so board members' comments before we adjourn?
No comments, Chair.
Okay, I just would like to thank our SCSD staff for all your hard work. And I know there are many things that you're dealing with, and we appreciate really your efforts with all of our programs in here. Look at our communities. We don't have clog or we don't have issues with sanitation, and thanks to you. Yeah, thank you so much. Okay, so our next regular scheduled meeting will be on May 13th of 2025 at 9:30 a.m. So I hope I'll see everyone here next one. Okay, this meeting is adjourned.